What's up, y'all? It's your boy King Churro.
And my name King Kushy.
I'm Sydney Vicious.
Hello.
And we are now the Kings of Troof.
Yes,
the
sir.
Kings of Troof podcast here. Week, what is this episode? 17 now?
16 or 17. 18? I don't think we did 16 last week. I think it was 16 now.
So 16?
Yeah. 16 or 17.
Whatever episode. Our viewers would know. Anyway, we are the Kings of Troof podcast. And how's your week? Let's start with Sid. How has your week been since last episode?
Let's think. Let's start with the positives. Me and Alex, my boy, were at Road America for the IndyCar races, and it's always a good time up there.
That's Alex Miskovich. That's my boy. I know him too. Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah.
Taking pictures and just chilling on Father's Day at the kids is all right. Normal shit.
All right. How was so last week you were storm chasing?
Yeah.
Oh man, dude.
Yeah,
it fucking sucked. So I went like 5 hours south. I ended up going to Champaign area, and that's where I was going to kind of start staging. And I wasn't trying to get in a storm because I'm not that smart, but I wanted to see the fucking formations and all that cool stuff. So I ended up chasing it another 2 hours south, and the storm that hit Charleston, I was in its rain and lightning and shit. I wasn't, but I was still 20 minutes from it. It was ahead of me, and then by the time that one was gone into Indiana, the area I was in, around Paris, Illinois, started clearing up, and then I was like, well, fuck, dude, I'm so far south, I need to start going home. I'm not going to get home till midnight already anyways, and the chances of the storms coming into that more northern part of central Illinois was a chance too, so I went north, and then a half an hour later, 20 minutes south of where I was trying to figure all this shit out, dude, they had another one come through. So I was 20 minutes short twice, and I drove for fucking 12 hours, just pretty much wasting my time.
You had a location, but it wasn't popping.
Yeah, it was a learning lesson for sure, because the people that do it for real, they got multiple people with them, they got teams, they're looking at multiple different things. I'm just being an asshole getting in the way. But
I mean, if you have an interest in it, at the end of the day, you're chasing your interests. You know what I mean? It's not like you're just there to bullshit. I mean, yeah, you were there bullshitting, but you're bullshitting for your own interest. You know what I mean? It's not like you're just.
Yeah, I'm not being one of them as much.
No,
and I'm trying to find
Also, what Ray's saying is you got your content. That's your content. That's what you do. Here's the thing: what people gotta understand, bro. Everybody ain't gotta make a podcast. Everybody ain't gotta do social media. But if you post your content, that's what I learned from Ray. When he posts his everyday life, and literally I was in that, and it was a fucking movie, and I was just like, bro, hey Nick, it is what it is. Life is life.
Yeah, but imagine if we would have caught the storm that he's chasing on the podcast. How dope that would be.
Right. Yeah, I was trying to call in.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the other shit too, because I had my GoPro up in the dash for a while and stuff, and it's in and out of storm, and I'm trying to figure out how do I even make this into content, because to me it's not. It's storms. I've driven through storms before, and the reason I got into photography is I want to do storm chasing photography, and so I do need to get the pictures. And funny you're talking about how good at creating and stuff you are, and now we're going through my week, because today I was finally trying to set up pages on Insta and Facebook for my photography company. I'm trying to actually, I guess,
what's the name? State your name, though. What is your photography name?
Friendly Fire Photography.
Yeah, okay.
Find it on all platforms.
Say it again with some more emphasis, so everybody knows.
Friendly Fire fucking Friendly Fire Photography. It's funny, it's a play on words, and I had to talk to a couple different people, and for me, I don't really give a fuck if I'm offensive. Plus, I think being a veteran kind of gives a little backup to say whatever, and some photographer friends are like, it might be offensive, but some people might not get it. But I'm like, you know what? It's me. I don't fucking care.
Being funny is not offensive. Here's the thing. Being funny is not offensive. One thing we all have in common is we have an assholeness about us that we think that's funny. Everybody else might not. The thing about it is, being in that situation is funny. Ray talked to me about some people I know, and Ray had some shit he had to say. To me, it was funny. I couldn't even argue with him. It was funny. So I like,
Well, shit like that is where I sit in between my, like, trying to be, like, in my Christ-conscious Buddha mind and being in my real mind of, like, we do all have that anger, and it's like when people disrespect you so much, it's like, should you sit on it and let it go? Or should you let people know how you feel? You know? What?
Yeah.
What's crazy?
No,
what's
I
not?
mean, and that draws a fine line, like, you know, because consciously you don't want to overstep your boundary, right? You don't want to be like, I always tell people, I'm cool until I'm not. And the point that I'm not is because you disrespect me that much. I can take it. I can take an ass chewing, no problem. But it's, again, I'm cool until I'm not. You know, and I'll be a total asshole and not give a fuck. I'll probably feel bad later on, and if it warrants an apology, then great, whatever. I'll give you the apology. But you know, at some point you have to learn that, okay, don't talk shit to Ray, because guess what? You're gonna get your ass handed to you.
Right. And that's what fucking sucks when people that do that do it to funny people that can find the little things in you.
Right.
Because then you get torn fucking apart.
Yeah,
like at work, you know, this guy that Nick and I used to work with at the shop, his name was Ashton. Ashton always has something to say. He's trying to be funny. I don't know. Yeah, Ray. Yeah, stack those plates. Yeah, Ray. Yeah, cook that chicken. I'm like,
you're an asshole.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. Go back to the dishwasher pod and start washing dishes.
No,
do your one job. All right, and I was like, hey, go hide your chipped tooth behind your lip.
You're an asshole. No thing. Somebody who, to me, that only getting by just to get by. I don't even understand life. That don't even understand things, because when he worked with me, he was yelling, "Where my leads? Where my leads?" And then Nick. Now, mind you, Ray tell you I'm the biggest in the company. Not to say I am, but I am. But it's like, I don't need somebody saying this, and that person make your job awkward. And he'll just be like, "Where my leads? Where this? Where that?" And so when Ray said what Ray was saying, it adds up to what he was doing. And you got to think about it. Somebody in this situation, to me, somebody that's from Racine will work harder than this particular person, because this particular person got a California life. It ain't easy. It ain't easy, but it is easy to him. And I know Ray. It ain't easy with Ray. But Ray have a different demographic where he like, you gotta work hard to do it. And he respect people who work hard. When I come from Wisconsin, I understand these motherfuckers will work hard. But it comes down to just getting by. Everybody wanna get by. Me and Ray had this conversation with my cousin. When I came back to the job, my cousin came in and smelled like mildew. And he was funky as fuck, Ray, he was funky as fuck. Sick. He was musty, funky as hell.
Yeah, he had 2 cups of coffee from the donut shop. I'm like, is that the coffee that smells like that?
It was crazy. It was like, and then I was like, just go home. Like, just go. He like, nah, I'm getting back to a situation where, like, Ray know how I am. The Bugattis, the Lamborghinis that was outside, that was just natural. If you know me, you know I can get that. And you know also that it ain't nothing for me to get it. It's just number content. Me and Ray have all this content. So when you see it, there's pictures of Ray taken from me that I'm sitting in I'm sitting behind a Bugatti. I'm sitting behind a Lamborghini. I'm sitting behind these cars. And Ray also tells you there's cars where I kick the fuck out. Get out. I don't want nobody with this shit. At the same time, I don't like your attitude. You know, it was free. My thing is, I had nothing. My thing was always free. And Ray tell you, I ain't charged nobody nothing. Not a dollar. Everything was free. When we did the Lowrider show and they made a lot of money, Ray was the first one to get the fuck off. I was just like, bro, it don't even matter to me. I'm from Wisconsin. You know, I'm thinking in my head like, my people in Wisconsin will never seen a Lowrider show. You know, to have it here, Ray like, hell no, nigga.
Well, we were talking about that at, me and Alex were talking about that at Road America because they got all different kind of races and shit and stuff and like different events, and they had Grid Life out there last year, but they fucked it up and didn't come back. But I'm like, how fucking cool, dude. It's the oldest racetrack in America. It's 4 miles. It's a beautiful place. Like, how cool would it be to have a lowrider weekend out here, dude? And just like, I'm sure some of them want to race or whatever, but like just to have a bunch of fucking badass lowriders just cruising the track, dude. That shit would be so sick, and there's so much room in there for, you know, for vendors and all that kind of shit, and it's like, it could be a whole vibe, dude. It could be so fucking sick.
Yeah. And Ray been out there, because the last one we did with the lowriders, I'm going to say this, I'm going to let Ray talk. I'm going to say something. I want to let Ray talk. I want Ray to go on his rampage. I'm going to say that. I got linked in with some lowrider people. Right. I did everything they asked for. I charged $0. They made profit, but they charged money. And at the end of the day, the customers got nothing. That's where me and Ray had a agreement about. We talked about. Because Ray is a different person. Ray is somebody who understands in business. He's somebody who understands positives. He is somebody who understands negative.
Why didn't the customer get anything?
Go ahead, Ray.
So what happened was the whole deal with the whole thing, right? The whole lowrider show. Look, I don't even care if it's a lowrider show, whatever car show it is, whatever the case may be we're doing in the parking lot. It's to draw business to the actual business. The actual business is the weed shop. So what purpose do we have you could have had that lowrider show anywhere in the desert. But you happen to do it in the parking lot of a cannabis shop. So guess what? We're trying to bring business to the cannabis shop. So number one, they weren't charged anything to do the show in the parking lot.
Number one,
easily said, "All right, go ahead. You can do the show. It'll be let's say just for example, it could be it's $1,200 to do it. That's gonna rent out the entire parking lot. You know, he could have done that, but he said it was free because, again, we're trying to attract business to the actual business.
I said it was free. Said free. I ain't charging nobody.
So then they come and say, "All right, we want to have trophies." And mind you, they were banking on Cannabis 21, not promoting it, but sponsoring the event.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the sponsorship already was you got your free parking lot.
You got your space. The thing is this: business wise, I have this space. I have a grocery store, a marijuana grocery store, and we can't operate as a grocery store. But we can. It's a little loophole. I'll figure out the loophole. Right? The loophole is, what if I do this? Right? To the point where they came out was like, sign this, you can have it. What if I want to have a farmer's market? What if I want to have a carnival? What if I want to have little shit that goes on in the area? In the area. That's all I'm gonna say. The area. I ain't gonna say anything.
Okay, but let's stay on track. Let's stay on track.
Okay.
So this whole Lowrider show happened, right? Cannabis 21 Plus sponsored it.
Yes.
But, all of their vendors, all of their, like Cannabis 21 paying for vendors. They're not paying for, I think all the food vendors had to pay X amount of money to be part of it.
They paid nothing. Nobody paid no dollars. I didn't want no money.
So none of that shit. But they also, so they charge all the Lowriders per space. Right? So they make money off of that. And then they wanted to pay. They wanted Cannabis 21 to pay $800 for a DJ. Well, again, you know what I mean. You already got the bare minimum, and then you want more.
And
then on top of that,
I offered you space.
Well, then on top of that, so Nick was the point of contact. But then instead of using Nick as a point of contact, they went through my friend Johnny. Johnny was the link between Nick and the Lowrider promoters. But instead of directly going to Nick, they were going through Johnny in the middle. And Johnny's like, yeah, they'll pay this, they'll pay that, they'll pay this, they'll pay that. Meanwhile, Nick's like, I ain't paying shit. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to talk to Sid about Nick's money. I'm going to talk to Nick about Nick's money.
Yeah.
If you're trying to get money from Cannabis 21, you got to go through Nick, who would tell you yes or no. More than likely, it's going to be no. Right?
And how do you, as an association, whatever business you're doing it with, if they're giving you the space, this is kind of teamwork now. And if you're going to charge per car to come into this, then you aren't even charged. Then you can put that money towards your own DJ. You could put it towards the environment of what the setting is and the shit like that. But to want them, for them to want you guys to get trophies and shit too, that's fucked up.
Here's the thing, Sid. Here's the thing. When it came to the Lowriders, they had their own everything. My thing was, you can allow them to make whatever money you're going to make, as long as the shop make money. Right? Ray would tell you, I said, can't no kids be in the front of my door. That's the disrespect that I got.
We're getting to that.
Let's get to it. Because it was a kid in front of my door.
Yeah, okay. So
I don't allow no kids in front of my door when it comes to cannabis.
Okay. So
go ahead, Ray. Go ahead. Talk about it.
No, because at the end of the day, that was one of the few things that was put out. All right, so no kids in front of the store. X amount of the parking lot should be designated for actual customers of Cannabis 21. So those two were already violated. There's kids playing in front of the store, but they didn't designate an area for the kids to play in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was
all these Latinos around here. They whenever they have a birthday party for a kid, they always have a bounce house.
Go ahead.
But the one time that they could have had a little play area for the kids, they didn't go for a bounce house. Then they expected that extra money would come from Cannabis 21 again.
Come from Nick.
Instead of hey, let's take X amount of money and put it towards the bounce house. And kid, you put a bounce house there. The kids are staying at bounce house the entire time. They're not coming out.
38
staying in there.
Yep, 100%. Well, what do they expect from other businesses? Other businesses?
I already told them I ain't doing it. Here's the thing. I already
said that. Real shit.
Sid. The truth is true. Ray know it because Ray gonna tell the truth. So when Ray talking about he telling the truth, I already told them from the beginning, if it had to involve kids, I'm not paying. I'm not gonna pay for this. Right? You gotta think about it, bro. I'm trying to give a cannabis event that's comfortable for you to go anywhere in America. I'm trying to recreate history. And I'm trying to make sure it's a comfortable cannabis event where you can go. Ray know because Ray know I don't do this shit. Ray would tell you Nick don't do cannabis and kids, even though I got 3 daughters. That tell you when I'm at home, I ain't smoking weed around them. I don't do this shit.
But also at the end of the day too, whether you got kids or not, kids and cannabis don't mix.
Yeah.
Just like we don't allow kids in bars. Well, I know in Wisconsin y'all do. In Wisconsin y'all do. But here in California, where everything's regulated, we don't allow kids in bars.
No, hell no. Because,
you know what I'm saying? Unless
don't say that, Ray. Don't say
Dave & Buster's.
Hell no,
well,
Ray. You can't even say
Here's a moral one. And I'm with you, you know, obviously it shouldn't. But with alcohol, you know, kids grow up around it. It's a normal thing. And if we want weed legalized and for it to be a normal thing, kids would see their parents, friends smoking a joint together out, you know, around a bonfire or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's the normal. It's still the same thing.
Ray, I can't argue with it because think about it, Ray. That's really normal. That's us. Like when I get in the car with Ray, I'm finna smoke. Ray know that. Ray know that.
And we do know people on weed as opposed to alcohol are less likely to hurt somebody else.
I believe that Wisconsin's so old. No, I think Wisconsin's so old, bro. That to us, me and Ray, because Ray, I've been around Ray. I go to breakfast with Ray, and I had a couple. Hey, listen, I had a couple of them hash browns, brother, and 2 more eggs. And then I'm gonna go outside and smoke a blunt. And I'm gonna come back in and realize that's what you're gonna do. Yeah. And he'll sit there the whole time. And I come back in. No, he went outside. Ray is Ray. Ray a 100 motherfucker. Ray a 100 nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ray 100. Ain't no ands if buts. And he's somebody who I could be around who will just be like, bro, I'm gonna go outside and smoke a blunt. I don't even want to hear what they talking about. Right? Well, Ray's somebody who be like, listen, because Ray, I met Ray. When I met Ray, I was already done with the marijuana industry. I was fucking done. I didn't want no parts of it. Ray keep telling me, Nick, no, you know it. Get your ass in it. And it helps me out on business, but it also one of them things where it's like, bro, I'm like, no, it's over with. Judging how we live from Racine and what we know and the people we know, they doing years over a small thing. So to me, I'll be telling Ray, like, I ain't finna go to jail for no 14 grams, but Ray know, like, nigga have 3,000. Nigga have pounds, or this motherfucker come to your house with weed, acting like he know that. I went to Ray house here. I'll be with Ray. Ray ain't gonna lie to you. Ray, when I get in that car, I want to smoke.
How do you take the shit you know about setting up these events and the people you know in the industry and make a big yearly event in every legal city or every legal state?
Or every city, period, if it's legal or not. What about?
Like whatever. You take the state and you start with. You got California, you got Illinois, Michigan, and it moves. It's a weekend thing.
I think California is way bigger than what y'all think. I think California is. Me and Ray went breakfast.
I know, but not everyone can get out to California. So if you do what you're good
at, but also, bro,
you can build that as a brand.
Everybody can't go to lunch and dinner with me, bro. Everybody can't go lunch, dinner, and breakfast and all that with me, bro. Ray can't.
What's that got?
I'm being honest.
What's that got to do with what does that have to do with what he's asking you?
Because here's the thing, bro. When it comes down to business and what I know what Sid talking about, everybody gotta understand that you moving. The time limit you moving. I'll tell you this. So if you're in Racine right now, right, I would believe land is the best thing you can ever do. Land is the best thing you can ever have. You gotta buy land. You have to. Why? Why not? Why not have something for your kids? Me and Sid Vicious come from that era where we had to be something we didn't want to be, but we wanted to be something else. And that's a code. Everybody can say what they want to say. I don't give no fuck. But at the end of the day, we both have a friend, as Alex. I know Alex. I can tell you right now. I let it out. My mom, when I moved to California in 2007, 2008, my mom was renting a house from Alex's father, and Alex's father was a property owner. When I came back home, they was ready to put them out. When I came back home, I just came back home, Ray. Like, I'm just coming back home and see what's going on. When I came back home, I ran into Alex. When I ran into Alex, it wasn't like this was going on. It was more like, bro, why didn't you say nothing? And I looked at Alex like, I couldn't tell you. And even if I did tell you, is it gonna be the same violin song, bro? Or is it gonna be sympathy? And the thing about it was, I knew I didn't have sympathy. Because I knew when I left, I left early. Said no, Ray, I left early, bro. I left early as a kid. We was like, 15, 16 years old when I left.
Yep. Well, with that, that's us as men, though. That's not asking for sympathy, because that's how we were raised, because Alex, the life I've been living the last couple of years and how fucked up it's been, like, Alex has been there for me multiple times, and yeah, we've been brothers for a long time, but he was raised right, you know what I mean? Like, they're sympathetic, good people. There's a reason why his parents are my parents too,
They my parents too, and
right.
All I know is, bro, when I came home and I seen his dad, and he was like, Nick, if you would have told me, I said I couldn't tell you, and I don't think he understood. I couldn't tell you, bro.
Yeah.
What I'm going through, I couldn't. But when I came home, and he was like, "This your mom?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I've been in that house. I think it was like every Tuesday for like 52 weeks, bro. I used to go to Alex's house and their house, and they took me out and we went fishing and we did a lot of shit. And I was just like, I get the same shit to my girl. I said, we're the same thing. Yeah, y'all ain't gotta wait for me. I'll wait for y'all. Cause we're gonna do this. And when I'm talking about like, come out here and let's go to eat. Let's go to me and you and Ray go out to eat. Oh, I swear to God.
Hold on. Wait. Let's go back to what he was talking about. Let's go back to talking about what we know to put events together. Okay. Go to all these places that are illegal to do this shit at.
Business.
I don't know what the hell you went. You went to like, I'm
talking to
and you guys are vibing. I'm like, let's talk about what he's talking about.
Right, I'm talking to a childhood friend.
You need to connect that shit together, man. You got you're wondering.
No,
there's event coordinators, there's people that do certain things, but it obviously sounds like people ain't doing it the way you were doing it. And there's a lot of states that have this business now, and people want to see events surrounding it, because you can't go to the weed bar and order a joint at the bar, that's not a thing, but people want to see that. People want to see events where they can hang out with other people and go, oh, this is a bunch of normal people, dude.
That's what they want. That's crazy, because that's what me and Ray do. We
that's why he's asking that. So why what we do here in California, why can't we do that in Wisconsin? Why can't we do it in other places other than here?
Because you know what?
Because he can't. Because Sid can't get to California.
Yeah.
So
if Sid come to California,
he would like to go to something and bring everybody with him to somewhere that's near where he's at.
Yeah, we could do that.
Wisconsin wouldn't work, obviously.
But it's crazy. I'd rather give you the best experience than come here. Here's the thing. I'd rather give you the best, because Ray know my experience. Ray know my history. So one thing
as soon as I can get a ticket, I'm going to come out.
Wherever you come out to, we'll do it.
But the point is, okay? Hypothetically speaking.
Okay.
Right? We go to Wisconsin, we go to Illinois, whatever, right? Let's just say we found, I don't know, an acre of land, just kind of like, all right, we're going to do a party, we're going to do a festival right here.
Yep.
3 acres of land. That's 1 acre is really small. 3 acres of land. We're going to do a festival right here. It's going to be a 420 festival. We're gonna have X, Y, and Z performing on stage while we have X, Y, and Z vendors and X, Y, and Z, so on and so forth.
That's crazy.
That's what he's asking.
Have, like, all
if
these
we done that here, why can't we do that there?
Smoke. So what can I don't know the stipulations. I don't know, like in Illinois. We'll just use Illinois as an example. I don't know if you need a certain type of license, but I would assume you, as the party event coordinator, don't need that license. You just need to know the people with the licenses, the people with the cars, the people with the food.
Right.
At the end of the day,
and here's the thing. So here's the thing. So for instance, you got people with car clubs.
Okay.
Car clubs will join whatever the case might be.
And how many car clubs will join?
As long as it sparks their interest.
You know how many lowrider clubs there are around Chicago? There's a lot. There's a lot of car clubs.
It's not about that. Hear me out. Listen to Ray.
Okay,
first.
There's a lot of car clubs.
I'm bringing in the business after what Ray said. Listen to what Ray's saying. Ray telling you what we did. We done had coffee and cars and all this other events, right? Ray gonna say 10. Go ahead, Ray. State what you got to say.
Well, I'm saying, okay, so your car clubs, like you said, how many car clubs are in Chicago, lowrider clubs and whatnot, right? It has to spark their interest. As long as it sparks their interest, you can do like coffee and cars, you can do cannabis and cars, whatever the case might be. Like it's all whatever your interests are and how you can make it more interesting, right? Because and then at the end you start tapping into vendors. Start tapping into, hell, you probably have a bunch of local artists out there who actually do art to sell, right? Or they craft different things, whatever. Those your merch.
And then
think for about everything,
artists like. Keep going.
Okay, and then so for you, let's say you were the one coordinating it, right?
Yes.
You take all your artists, all your vendors.
Yeah. You coordinate events. You coordinate.
So you take all of your vendors.
Yeah.
Let's say you charge them all $10 to set up.
Mm-hmm.
They get X amount of space to set up a booth.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then you take your cars. Let's say you charge them. Let's say $20 a spot.
No, do 10. Let's just do around 10. Right? We're gonna do low. We're gonna low ball. Do 10, 10, 10, 10. Everybody 10.
There you go.
Right. Because we got cars, you got vendors, you have people who sell things, you have everything. Who sell wigs, who sell
But there's one thing about here, and I don't know in other states, but I remember you and Marino were telling me about this.
Yes.
About there's a certain licensing for events that you can do with cannabis.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you were to figure out what the laws are in Illinois in regards to getting a licensing, get a certain specific license for events,
it's a different challenge for him. Yes, he able to go get the sponsoring events for cannabis that technically it involves, because cannabis gonna always involve people coming. So if you go get the sponsor events for farmers market. Everything, whatever you're trying to do, whether it's like fish fry Fridays, you just throw names out there. You come up with a name, Taco Tuesday, right? You come up with the name, and it's a bunch of vendors that's gonna be there, but they have to pay for the space. They pay for the space because that particular space you're gonna pay for, because you're gonna get this space, and it's gonna be this, and you're gonna make sure the vendors, you have a business now. The reason why me and Ray discuss shit is because we discuss business. A lot of people in Wisconsin don't understand business. I understand business. My thing is that if I'm telling you, like, let's go to Main Street, let's go to the beach, let's go to the zoo, let's go to an area that ain't making let's go to the quarry. And we have the 4th of July thing that going on in the quarry. We could do this. We could put in money and make money. The thing is, the resources that we have. I have no problem coming back to Racine and doing it. The problem I have is people supporting what somebody did that's in the city. Because when it comes to like me and Ray, we've been around all this shit. All we want to do is put up videos. All we want to do is make sure we record everything and we make content. Because guess what? That's the future. As you think about everything you do, you need that future to be put into it. To show everything and do everything. Everybody ain't gonna do it. If you think everybody gonna come around and see something, no. You have to do it first. You have to be the one putting up the videos. You have to be the one being the voice of the city. And you have to be the one doing this and this. Fuck what everybody said. He said, see, who gives a fuck? Really? Because
well, let's back up. Because if Sid's over here trying to coordinate an event, he's not going to care about what other people have to say.
Sid just went to Indy, and I feel like I feel like Sid went to Indy, and we could have had some content, Ray, if he would have recorded, if he would have just pressed, because Ray pressed record, and the one thing I learned about Ray was he catch content when there is no content.
That's Ray what I'm not good at. I don't ever film myself. I like taking pictures. I'm trying to figure out how to do exactly that. Make my own content, I guess.
Talk to him, because that motherfucker
like an old man thing.
Nah, I ain't gonna say old man. I would say content.
You know what it is. What it is for me is I don't really have. I mean, there's times where I should be taking videos of something, and I just don't pull my phone out because everything's on the phone. I don't have any cameras, it's all on my phone.
Yeah.
So, but there's a thing where I'm still learning to just pull my phone out and not give a fuck. Just pull the phone out and just start taking video.
Raw footage is raw footage. Yeah.
At the end of the day, people are going to have an issue with you recording in public. But in reality, the First Amendment gives you the right to record in public regardless of who's there.
Freedom of speech, yes.
But it's like, for me, I always had the self-consciousness, if I start doing this shit in the middle, in public, and people are gonna wonder what I'm doing, and I'm too embarrassed to say what I'm doing. In reality, I ain't doing shit. I'm just fucking recording. I don't
mind recording to people or taking. It's kind of weird when I'm like taking pictures of people, even though that's normal. But videoing, I don't mind. But it's putting myself on camera and speaking on camera, even though I'm trying to do it a little bit. Like I still don't feel comfortable with it.
So basically what we saying is anybody that's going to be a podcaster, we have an issue. Everybody has an issue about being on camera. Everybody has an issue about being embarrassed.
Well, it's not about the podcast though. It's about the actual personally doing it. Like if you and I are in the same out in the street, I'm gonna do it regardless of whatever's going on.
I know you.
I'm not by myself. When I'm by myself, that's where I have the
issue,
the self-consciousness, the embarrassment.
But at the same time, you have to be
again, like I said though, it's like I just don't want to have to explain myself.
It don't matter.
I shouldn't have to explain myself.
Yeah, no,
it is what it is. I do what I'm going to do for myself.
At the end of the day, here's the thing about all three of us. We create content. It does not matter what the next person say. Because guess what? If we out, that's why I learned from you, Ray. If we out and we create content, I get to edit of what I want to see. Of what I want the people to see. Right? And at the end of the day, if we live, we like this, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I've been with you, and I've been with you live, and I know the situation. It's fun. It's fun and giggles. It's never been a situation where it was like, let's get aggressive and fuck some people up. It would be like, no. I can't believe he just looked at me like that. And it's like, we'll laugh and giggle. But you'll be like, I got it, Nick. You're like, what you mean? I got all the content. You got all that shit? You're like, yeah, I got it. So what you gonna do? And I look at you like on some energy shit, like, what you gonna do with it? You like, I'm gonna put it out. I'll make it seem like this. And people don't understand our content, it's okay. Because at the end of the day, we still get into it. Because at the end of the day, we never gonna stop. We're gonna continue to state our content. And that's the thing about life.
Once I edit and produce and post that shit, it's up.
Yeah.
But it's the process of doing it beforehand. Like again, when I'm recording myself, and a lot of times my commentaries, hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy King Churro. Start going off, and then there were like a crowd of people. Oh, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm doing a fucking video.
You do your content. Because we all do content.
Clearly, I'm doing a fucking video. If I'm doing this shit, I'm talking to myself in the fucking camera. I always say I'm doing a video.
We all do content, bro. We all got to edit. But at the same time, some people don't understand what it's like to know you. I know what it's like to know Ray. I know what it's like to know Sid. And when I see Sid putting up content, I look at it and I'll be like, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be like, oh, his editing was great. He could have cut it off earlier. There it is, right? And I just be thinking it to myself like, he did good. He did some good content today. Let's see the views. I'm the one watching the views. I don't give a fuck if he watching. I'm the one like, oh, so y'all just ain't gonna like it. Same thing with you. Y'all ain't gonna see what he talking about. And I get paranoid about people who don't understand that this is coming from different demographics and people who see shit, who understand shit, and it's not uneducated. These are people who actually is educated and going through the system, and then y'all don't see what they saying. So I look at it and like, But then when somebody say something to me, I'll be like, my homeboy just said that too. Right? Let's just said that. And it's funny because it's like, when I see it, I'm happy. I'm actually more happy Ray get to experience. One thing you gotta understand, Sid, is that a lot of California people don't know shit about Midwest people or get to experience what we're going through. But they understand by the knowledge that was taught to them, history, aka history, his story. They understand that. But I know both of y'all been in the same military branch and went through the same shit. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. They went through the same shit, but they don't know each other. Let me get them to interact with each other because they both will understand a different certain situation. And Ray helped me understand California because every place in California is not LA. And he is from LA. He is from the ghetto. But it's not LA. It's not Racine. It's not this. It's not that. Being in Palm Desert, it's not the same as being in Palm Springs. It's not the same as being in Indigo. It is not the same. And being around him showed me a lot of things. And being around where I just moved to, where I wanted to get out of the ghetto. I got tired of being around Southeast San Diego. I don't want to be that no more. I'm from Racine, Wisconsin. I was from the north side of Racine, Wisconsin. From a fucking, Prospect, Hilltop, ATT. I got tired of that shit. I don't want to be that no more. I want to be from 3 Mile. I want to be from 4 Mile. Listen, I want to be from the cheap shit. I want to be from the 4 Mile, bro. I don't want to be from that no more. And some people act like, oh, Nick, you live there? Yeah, only people who know me know I live there.
And it don't even matter anymore anyways because we're making generations and it's where your babies say they're from now and that's where you lay home and Racine was never here to offer you a fucking thing, dude. Same with the people that are in it, most of them.
Hey, that nigga gave me I was never gonna get nothing, Ray. It was just like this, Ray. It was like this, Ray. You either gonna live or survive. And it wasn't like, Hawthorne, but it was also more I lived where every ghetto nigga lived at. I'd rather took the ghetto in San Diego than the ghetto in Racine, Wisconsin. Because at the end of the day, it wasn't. I never was going to get nowhere. And now where I'm at now, I cherish that because, shit, I'm here. Ray. And they got to open up how many legal marijuana, 22 legal marijuana stores and being on all this shit.
But what? Ultimately, at the end of the day, and like where you came from, you're always a product of your environment. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it's like you take yourself out of that environment, right? For instance, I'm from LA, I'm from Hawthorne. I tell people all the time, Hawthorne, Inglewood, Gardena, Carson, all those places I've lived at, all the places I've kicked it at, whatever the case. But at the end of the day, it's like, I'm here now. I'm here in Indio now. You know what I mean? And when I go to work too, I always hear someone, oh yeah, I'm from LA, my old part. They don't expect anyone to ask them what part of LA they're from. Mm-hmm. And then number two, what I hate about people who say they're from LA, I'm from Compton. Okay, what part of Compton? Where at? What street? Mm-hmm. They don't expect that either.
Well, you know,
no one's expecting to be called out.
Yeah. Are there good parts of Compton?
Yes. Hell yeah. Sure. Fuck yeah.
Okay. I don't know, dude.
There's always a good part of something.
Bro. There's negative and there's positive. It's certain streets and certain blocks. It's like when we all went to Orland.
What are some good things to do in Compton?
Hollywood.
Hollywood? No, Hollywood's nowhere near Compton.
Hollywood. Damn it. But best thing to do to Compton is Louisiana fried chicken.
Oh yeah?
Ray, don't do that. Listen, if I'm gonna tell you, if I'm gonna tell you if you're gonna be in Compton, bro, you're gonna be in Compton. If you go to a Louisiana fried chicken, bro, you're gonna be in Compton. If it say Compton,
tell you which one. I'll tell you what the best one. The best one is.
Yeah,
it's in Hawthorne. On Rose Fancy Crenshaw.
Tyler Creator is from Hawthorne. Tyler Creator from Hawthorne. A lot of these rappers is not from. Listen, here's the thing. Me and Ray won't beef all day about this, but a lot of these people ain't from where they at. We know who really is from there, who not, right? So if we tell you something, it's like this restaurant right here, you'll be safe at. We only tell you a restaurant because we know you're gonna be safe. But we don't want to tell you like a bar, a quick, easy out spot. Hell no, we ain't gonna tell you that. We'll tell you somewhere like this one.
Well, when I do come to San Diego, that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be just.
I got San Diego on lock. I got San Diego.
I travel to eat.
No, I got San Diego on lock. We can travel. You gotta think about it. We're gonna need 2 passports to get to Mexico. I know Coco Bongos. I know Hong Kong. I know a lot of clubs in San Diego. That's some shit we gotta talk about. I know a lot of things to get to San Diego. That's different. When me and Ray, it's the IE. It's the Inland Empire. There she goes. There go the queen. That's the queen. There she goes. That's the queen right there. Hey, you ever seen she decorate. She is the best decorator I ever met and ever seen. I promise you. She's like so clean with it, bro. I'm talking about like imagine a winter night.
I do, dude. I was like, that wasn't his work. I don't think.
That's not his. I know. Here's the thing. I know it's not his.
Colors, too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, she matching everything, ambiance, all that shit down to a 10.
She got that strong feminine energy, dude.
Yeah. And when
sometimes a little too strong.
Yeah, Christmas got me. Christmas got me. I remember one of that motherfucking Christmas was so lit. I got 3 girls. I was just like, how much? How much? I don't want to do it. I'm done with Christmas. If this was you paying to get your like, bro, when I'm talking about like look like a 5-star hotel, 5-star hotel quality, right?
Yeah, like, she does. Well, she decorates our tree like it's a resort tree. Like you walk into the lobby of a resort. Exactly what my tree looks like every year.
Well, I gotta ask then. So when do you guys put it up and when do you take it down?
We put it up. Well, so she's starting to put it up. She's starting to be more Filipino about it, and she puts it up around September. And
because it's down. No, that's a trick question. It's when you get snow. No, it is because we get snowbirds. We call them snowbirds. So that's people from Minnesota. Everything.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with it. Because when we put up. He's asking when we put up the tree, and you're talking about snowbirds from another state.
Yes, because snowbirds
to put up a tree.
We damn sure don't. But I'm saying is this.
No, we don't. So my wife has been more Filipino lately, and she puts it up in September.
Yeah, she do.
And then she'll take it down because we live in HOA, so we have to take our decorations down at a certain time.
Right.
The inside, because she loves Christmas so much, I let her keep it in.
Should be fly. No, tell the truth. Tell the truth, Ray. This should be fly, bro.
September to fucking spring. Jesus Christ, you people! You don't even have snow and you like Christmas more than us.
No, her shit fly though. Her shit like, bro. Her shit like coordinated. It ain't like it's.
Well, that's why I was wondering. So much effort because I mean, realistically, in Wisconsin, some people it's like they'll put it up on Thanksgiving or the day after Thanksgiving or December 1st, and it's like a ritual. Yeah, you know what day what day it goes down.
December 1st got some whole new characters.
But see, that's why I'm saying, like, because so Filipinos, culturally, Filipinos, we celebrate what we call the bear months. Mm-hmm. So we have September. Mm-hmm. Was it September, October, November, December? Those are the bear months. Yeah. Right. So Filipinos, when you go to the Philippines, they start putting up decorations in September as well. Yeah. Again, it's the start of the bear months. So.
Is this still a Christmas?
Again, for her. So what?
It's still Christmas, or is it a different celebration, or is it kind of?
No, it's more. It's more like
they're all Christian. So.
It's more like fall. You understand? When we get fall in Wisconsin, when we get the color transformation, and California.
He's asking about the Philippines.
No, all I'm saying is that's similar to what we get in Wisconsin, because when Wisconsin, when you get the fall days, we do that shit on the fall days out here.
Okay, but he's asking if it's still Christmas in the Philippines. Like,
have you ever looked into
celebrate Christmas in the Philippines? Yes.
Have you ever looked into the history of the
95% of the Philippines is Christian or Catholic.
Yeah.
Have you ever looked into the
history
talking
about Wisconsin and like, okay, well, of course it's still Christmas in Wisconsin. Yes.
It's always gonna be Christmas.
Why?
That shit Christmas in March.
Exactly.
You got snow
and Santa Claus is still white in Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. Maybe not in Racine, but in Wisconsin as a whole.
What are you doing in my refrigerator eating a sandwich and shit, dude?
You know, we go to Hobby Lobby and we find all the black Santas. I mean, you know, and they all look like Nick.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Weird. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't show you this, dude. This Day from his little
from Friday.
I ain't no grocery store bounce. I'm a real top flight motherfucking security guard.
Yeah.
He came with his.
He said, "Oh, bitches
it came
ain't
with
never
his. Like at the head or at the in Illinois, it came with an eighth or something.
They told you that at the store.
Yeah, this Day-Day's got Mike Epps got like a line, and so there was this one and there was one in his pinky outfit, but the pinky one was sold out, and then it says something else too, but it only has one good line.
They say y'all memorabilia.
Man, you look suspect. I ain't no grocery store bounce. I'm a real top flight motherfucking security guard.
There's so many much better shit they could have said.
Hey Sid, I'm gonna get one made of. I'm gonna get one made to look like Nick. Spout off all the different shit he's talking about Racine.
Hey, Ray.
Just random.
I grew up in Racine.
Ray. Fuck it. Ray don't know.
Yeah. San Diego, Racine, San Diego.
Hey. Ray would say, I'll say some shit to you, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Clock out is one of my favorite words. Clock out. Go home. Listen, I ain't finna argue with you all day. Clock out. He laughed because he know it's true. Clock out, go home. Bro, I'm not finna sit here and argue with him all day about what he talking about. Listen, it's people who...
Yeah, every time we clock into the weed shop, we get our radios on and it's do a little radio check. But I've been there like, Raiders check. Man, Ray, you can go home with that shit. I'm sorry, Mister. I got the tattoo of the Chargers.
Nah, I do.
But you can't. But you can't pronounce Bolt.
It's not even your team anymore.
No, that's great. No. You know what? I'm a screenshot some shit. Fuck that. Since Sid said something, I'm a screenshot it. Cause Sid, when I got that tattoo, I posted it up on Facebook like 2009 when I got it right. Sid said you ain't got nothing Wisconsin. And on that same tattoo, I got something Wisconsin.
I don't remember that.
I'll show you. So I have
he's got the Wisconsin
Diego,
W.
Yeah,
and
then I have
I
have the Badgers and the Brewers with the
Brewers.
state, with the state outlined on my shoulder. Ray knows because me and Ray we argue about this already. Right?
Problem is you can't see it.
You can see it. You can see.
Oh, because the camera's hitting you.
I think I might have seen that before.
No, you comment on the picture when I put up the San Diego picture. You said you better have a Wisconsin tattoo. That was your exact words. You better have one. And so I went up.
I don't remember that, but it's not like me.
Show the forum.
Show
the forum. The Chargers. Hey Sid, how do you spell Bolt?
Bolt?
Yes.
Bolt. Nick's frozen.
Yeah, really Nick also doesn't know how to spell Bolt. He spells it without the L.
Boat. That's boat. He can't even say none because he's frozen.
Yeah. Well, he can sure hear us.
What's his tattoo say?
It's the Chargers, the San Diego Chargers Bolt. But he always talks about it. It's a boat. He never pronounces the L.
That's the Southern in him.
And as far as I'm concerned, he's smiling about it. He's frozen.
I got booted off too.
I did too. I'm trying to figure out, like, I could get on the computer, but I'm not on the computer right now. I'm on my phone. But
why don't you turn your phone sideways?
What? You want the
landscape mode.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It don't matter.
It don't matter. You know what? I can turn this whatever. But it's still got shit in the back. I got my gravity bomb.
We can see the artwork back there.
Well, first of all, you don't even like the artwork. You hate Gary. You hate.
No, it's not that I like the artwork. Looks nice. I just don't like who it came from.
You don't like Gary at all. Gary's a cool person though.
No, I didn't. It's not that I didn't like him. I didn't like his attitude on his way out the door.
Yeah, he came in one of his 1/8 and what's the name, but Gary's somebody who helped save from dying from cancer, and I just wanted y'all to love him. But y'all had your own beef with Gary, so I ain't gonna share.
I mean, it wasn't until the end. The only only reason why they had any sort of beef with Gary is because
he felt entitled. He felt entitled. Good. Gary felt entitled. Gary fucked up everything, but Gary paintings go for $6,000. I got like 7 of them. I'm like, shit.
I don't know, but y'all talking about Racine all the time, so I decided to bring up a video and keep it light.
Oh Lord, Ray, please don't make it a Racine video. Fucking shit. He's an asshole.
I just brought it up. I don't even know what's going on. Let's look at the history of Racine. This is your ghetto.
No, this all new. This was shit. This all new. I don't know shit about this.
That's downtown. You know downtown.
We never lived downtown. We don't live downtown. To tell this man we don't fucking live downtown, bro. We don't live over there. We're from a different area, bro. We don't live over there.
This is just where all the bars are. This is like two blocks from Racine.
Oh, that's like off of Main, bro?
Yeah, that's all Main Street.
Yeah, we don't live over there. Ray. No, Ray. Hell no, Ray. We don't cut it, Ray.
Why don't you look up a fucking video of that kid? Let's talk about that.
What kid?
He's talking about the one.
That kid in Mississippi.
Which one?
That got shot, that 1-year-old.
You miss him, don't you?
Yeah, man. I like. simple words from a grieving father. 1-year-old Cohen Wiley was shot and killed by Senatobia police almost a week ago. It happened in the Walmart parking lot. And new tonight, civil rights attorney Ben Crump plans to have an independent autopsy done. Crump will meet along with other community leaders on Monday. Fox 13's Martin Staunton shares why some are now calling for a nationwide boycott of Walmart, as that Walmart in Senatobia was closed today.
A call to boycott Walmart comes almost a week after 1-year-old Cohen Wiley was killed in the parking lot here, and protest organizers are also calling on the retail giant to release video of a reported shoplifting incident in the store before baby Cohen was killed.
We know from leading organizing around the Jaheim McMillan case that Family Dollar released their video to the family's attorney. We know that Walmart could release that video being a private entity. They don't have to wait on the police, and there's nothing the police can do. So we just asking to see.
A call for transparency continues. People in Senatobia are asking to see surveillance video of the reported theft that ended with Senatobia police shooting and killing 1-year-old Cohen Wiley. On Tuesday, hundreds came out in protest. Police ended up deploying tear gas to disperse the crowd.
I know that they were testing us, and this is warfare, and that's how I treat it. So I know we were testing them as well to see their response, to see how they would react, to see how many officers they have, to know and come with a larger force. So they're going to do what they're going to do, and we're going to do what we're going to do. But I can assure you we're not going to stop until we get justice for baby Cohen.
Bridges was joined by baby Cohen's father, who didn't take any questions, but it was clear to us that he was literally wearing his grief on his face when you see what appears to be a new tattoo.
You miss him, don't you?
Yeah, man. I like.
Organizers of that protest and the call to boycott Walmart nationwide say there are more activities and events planned in protest of what happened here. In Senatobia, Martin Staunton.
I would just like to say I was laughing because that might be the whitest black man I've ever seen. But
Hey,
with a big old dent on his forehead.
hey, bro, that's a coon when you see a coon. Listen, that's a coon when you see a coon, bro. Ain't no way what he's saying is true. Ain't no way what he's saying is true. That's what they do. They put a coon in the face. Yeah, they put a coon in.
Is that I didn't know that would. Is a coon someone that? Is a coon and Uncle Tom? Is that the same thing?
Yes, that's a coon is somebody who's gonna paint that white narrative and always say that it's not that because of us. And at the end of the day, you know us. You know me. You know damn well I ain't no fucking coon. You also know I go for what something that's continue right. Ray know that too. And the thing about Ray is the reason why we all connected. Is because you know I ain't going. But something that don't sound right. Right? If anything politics that has something to do with me, that with me I have to go right. Y'all gonna ask me why, Nick, why? And I know that y'all did something too that made sure that y'all understand that what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. And sometimes you gotta stand by what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. And it's only certain people who would always say this and that. You know,
What do you think about that kid's dad wearing that Amazon vest without plates in it? Like, what is he showing? And by the looks of, I'm going to say it as the white elephant in the room, that guy looks pretty stereotypical, and I'm not taking anything away from the loss of his baby. We'll address that next because it is very serious, and I'm not okay with it.
I would say this. Everything he did was wrong. Me, personally, y'all know me. I'm gonna address the situation. No matter what I got on. I don't give a fuck. I got red, white, and blue on, green, or whatever. Y'all know me. I'm gonna address the situation as the situation, and that's life. Some people is gonna address the situation, And one thing about all three of us is that we understand addressing the situation. I know Ray ain't got no kids, but I also know Ray would never let some kids be in a compromised situation. He would
Well,
go. He would go hard. I swear to God, my dad,
so
brother,
wait,
dad.
so but at the end of the day, it's like the initial call was for shoplifting,
Yeah,
and it was taking diapers, according to one report.
yeah. But we gotta think about this, bro. Sometimes they take that initial call, and they blow it out of proportion. You know, I don't want to say the dude's name, but think about the black dude's name who just took water. That initial call is he's stealing water. All of us agreed to like that ain't nothing that something we should jump on and be aggressive about. Because we all know as a human being that somebody taking water, they thirsty. They're this,
And
they're this, they're.
they get, we call it tunnel vision. You look at a fucking narrative that's typed out on a
Right.
board, and someone says
Yeah.
something about you, and that's my shit we haven't even got into yet. The fucking, I was lied to about, they told the police literally false diagnoses, made up some lies, and then the cops didn't believe shit I said because one of the cops was my former brother-in-law, so he made the narrative how he wanted, and then the
But
whole
is
fucking
that the real? Here's the thing, bro.
18 years,
Bro, is
dude, I
that
had
the
to deal
real?
with, huh?
That's not the real That's not the real negative. At the end of the day, that's not the real negative. At the end of the day, he can say what he want to say just because he live in Wisconsin. Me and Ray live in Indio, Palm Desert, all this shit we live at. I live in San Diego, California. I understand how people manipulate situation. You have the worst person to try to manipulate because me and Ray talk about the areas we lived in and areas
Okay,
what happens to.
but going back to what he's saying, right? He's saying that the basically the initial report was falsified because of the fact that
Yes,
who
did it.
the person who reported to the call
Yes,
was someone who was from his past. And so whatever they said was going on, even though it wasn't the truth, is because that's what they ran with.
And I had to go through 3 different fucking court systems because of that lie. And people will be like, well, the judge wouldn't allow
yes,
that. Well, it's hard when you don't get to talk to a judge. That's what they make attorneys for. And you get a meeting this month, or you get a meeting in 1 to 3 months after that, and it's just for attorneys
yes.
to talk. You're never talking to a judge unless they say,
How you gonna say a judge? How you gonna say a judge ain't able to talk and you just went through all three situations where there wasn't a judge? I've been through situations too where I have not talked to a judge or I not have talked to a federal judge or where my case was just this. And they just like, we're gonna give it to you as a normal case because this situation. But you're going through a case right now that where a judge wasn't there.
well, we had him. It was just kind of like,
So
I didn't know I was being lied about. And, well, I knew I was being lied about a little bit. And then my last attorney, he didn't even get the paperwork from Kenosha PD. He didn't get their police reports when I kept telling him. So I thought we were fighting this whole thing. And so a couple of weeks ago, I get this police report, and I see blatant lying medical diagnoses from 2 signature nurses, which is my ex and her sister. Like,
okay.
and there, people would be like, the court would never allow that. Well, they did. And I work in the system, dude. I know how they fucking abused it. I know how they did it. I know how they manipulated it. Because when your boys are in the system and nobody holds accountability for anybody, you could make shit up.
Yeah.
But
And
anyway,
you don't have no documentation or statement that you already said this, and they already basically telling you off this situation. They
I
already
got
saying
all
that.
kinds of documentation. I can't find a civil rights attorney. That's the next problem. Because everyone, I talk to the cities or states or
Yeah, why
DAs
would
or
they give
whatever,
you?
and they're like, you
But
need an attorney. You need an attorney. But attorneys don't just come about. like especially civil rights attorneys, because you need a civil right attorney for that state.
No, Keelan ain't gonna need a civil rights attorney. You ain't gonna never need one
I
because
already
it's
do
already
because of what
done.
they did to me.
Yes, it's already done, bro. Keelan ain't gonna need it. But Keelan
Well, I don't know what he did,
is
but I'm telling you that what Kenosha
no.
PD
What
did to
I'm
me.
saying is this. What I'm saying is, bro. Being in them states, they do this and this and this, right? Being in the California state, they know they got nothing on me. They're gonna try to force something on me. But being where you at, they know who you know. They it just flat out, bro. They know who you. Aaron White, you played football with Aaron White.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron White is the police officer. Aaron White pulled me over one day in Racine. I never told nobody nothing about this, but Aaron White made it seem like I was doing extra shit and
Mm-hmm.
Racine when I wasn't. And I was like, damn, bro, like, man, you been cool from here, this point. You know how we is. We rock with each other the way we rock with each other, and
Mm-hmm.
we know all the bads and the goods, but we also know like if we're doing really really bad or are we doing really really good at
Well,
that
check
particular
this out.
time.
This is how I know they fucked up. You remember Jarrell Bell, right?
Yes.
He was going through the sheriff's academy or some shit when it was happening to me, and when I got detained, I didn't see my phone until I was already locked up to a bed later because I had two sheriffs reach out to me, or two cops reach out to me that were friends of mine, my Facebook Messenger, and that's when the cops broke my Fourth Amendment right, stealing my cell phone. But Jarrell was one of them. I'm not going to name the other one yet. And later, after I got out and I was still confused trying to ask questions, he straight up was like, and I powerlifted with him and shit, and football and all that stuff.
Yeah,
And
and we
he
play
was like, I'm
sports
not.
with them.
He was
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna answer nothing. You know, that's. I'm not saying anything about your case. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But like, that's because they fucked up in house, and I think people got in trouble because of it. That's why I'm gonna fucking expose them real fucking soon too.
So you talking about the same people I'm talking about, the ones that was at the beginning where we
Expose them
was.
here.
Yeah, and
Expose
there
them
was,
here.
and some of them became police officers. Is one of them things was like, hey, how can you snitch on me when you? It's in my paperwork. Technically, you're gonna be in my paperwork because it is what it is. So you know what I know, and it's crazy that some people does do that and try to get you dirty. And some people where I'm like you said, you just named some names, so I was just like, hell yeah, they did the same thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
So you asked me why I've been so distant. Yeah, the same people who've been doing certain things to you been doing certain things to me, and I'm only distant because I don't know who is what and what is what, but I do know a lot of the people I do know a lot of the people that's in the same situation that we are in, and I'm attached to them. So now you know the names, you know that. They not like that. Like Nate, they not like that. Yes. And the only reason why I agree with you is because we've been around the same certain shit since middle school, high school, college. And the difference is you was this and I was that, but we never got to contact or talk about it. But now we grown as men, we can know that, hey, this person this person that. That's what helped us out because I can't talk to you about certain situations, but now I'm noticing that certain situations happen for a reason. And it was for me to discuss this. But yes, it was for me to discuss other situations that we know of who are this is who are that and what they're going through. That's our discussion. But that's not our life. And I notice that now because guess what? We're able to discuss life situations on live. We'll discuss life on a fucking podcast, and no one can ever say yada yada yada. Nick and said this. You don't know how many Nick and Sid was. Only one who knows is me and Nick and Sid. We're the only one that knows this shit. No one else can discuss it. The only one that knows is me and you. And also at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, we have discussed certain things. We're gonna discuss business. Some business is gonna get recorded, some business not. but we don't discuss business. That's what makes us smart and educated about everything we do.
But
Cause
speaking about life, that little boy, 1 year old, was shot because his parents put him in a situation that they shouldn't have put him in.
that's crazy because he should never been that. I don't know. Think about if we all was 1 year old, should we all been shot? No.
No.
What?
She put him in a situation that 1 year old should be shot.
And now the dad, who was part of the situation, now the dad's grieving and got a new tattoo on his face of his son's name. The point I'm trying to make is, don't put your kids in a situation that's gonna put them in harm. No.
What I'm trying to say is, we all would never put our kids in a situation to be harmed, bro. We never would do that.
Apparently, these young parents did.
Yeah, and me and Sid know like 1,000 of them. That's the problem, right? The problem is we know 1,000 of them. Everybody would do. What fucked up is why? That's my only question. Why would you put your kid in a situation like that?
Right.
Why? You know what I'm saying? Why? Because at the end of the day, it's only the beginning of school and everything and what's going on, and they're gonna make it seem like you don't do this. But at the same time, why? Why would you put your kid in that situation?
Well, he's 1 year old, so if it's a 1 year old's not going to school. But the point is, there's no reason to put your kids in that situation. Man.
Yeah.
But check it out, man. Looks like it looks like Sid had lost connection again, so we're gonna go ahead and end the podcast for today, and hopefully next week we can have better connection. I mean,
I bet
your camera's been off for I don't know how long now, so. But anyway.
Yeah, cause you're right. Cause I had to realize certain shit because they had a fire going on Redlands, so.
Okay.
We having fires out here. He probably not, but he also had a tornado storm that's going out there. So I'm
gonna start making dinner right now too. So anyway,
go ahead, bro.
I'm your boy King Churro,
and I'm King Kushy.
And on behalf of Sid Vicious, this is the King's the Truth podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for next week. We'll also check out some of my videos I put up. Also check out last episode, and also check out the merch. Anything else you want to add real quick?
What? Also check out the merch. Check out the last video. He did. Basically check out the video he did because he actually got some truth about Black History Month and also Black everything that was going on.
Juneteenth.
Because at the end of the day, Juneteenth. Because Juneteenth ain't just, you gotta understand that you live in this situation. And everybody gotta understand that the difference of that you understand what's going on and you're stating the actual real truth. And I believe they should go watch the video, understand real truth. And it's not just one particular story. It's also another race particular story that also lived through it and also been through it. And I don't think people understand that you're not black. Yes, you're not black. Yes, you're not white. Also, you're not Mexican. You're Asian. And also you deal with certain stimulations that have to do with America that everybody keep denying and don't want to accept it. And act like it's just one of them things. It's like, oh, it's so and so. No, everybody have a different demographic and situation in America.
Right. A lot of us grew up in the same situations, no matter what your skin color is. We all, a lot of us ate hot dog out of bread instead of a bun, so on and so forth. But anyway, regardless of the fact, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. All right.
Yes, sir.